Narmadehar. For many people, those who want to go in sadhana and they are still fail to do their sadhana, if they want to achieve the divine impression in their life, want to have a communion with divine and still fail to do so, they have been keep falling in their sadhana. There are many mantras that can help you to achieve the fruits of sadhana. Sadhana happens for multitude of facets, and one of them is your immediate worldly needs. But then there is a sadhana that people do it for not the world, whatever you can receive from the world, but you do it to achieve the divine. Because once you have the divine with you, I think everything that exists in the world already becomes part of you. There are people, those who choose a narrow path, doing the divine activities, chanting the mantras, or doing different kind of pujas for immediate worldly reliefs. But then there are people, those who do the divine activities, chanting mantras, doing various pujas, and being in the sadhana to receive the divine, make a communion with divine. Because if that happens, the world anyway becomes part of it. Because this world was created by divine. So if you have the communion with divine, you will already have something from the divine. But anyway, whatever sadhana you are doing in this world, if you have failed to do that, there are very beautiful mantras, especially given by Rishi Ribhu. Rishi Ribhuji is one of the greatest rishi of this country, who did there was a dialogue between Ribhuji and his Shishya, Nidad. And both of the dialogues becomes a part of the great Shastra, which calls it a Shivrahasya. In Shivrahasya, Ninad and Ribhuji, they both had a dialogue, and between their dialogue, Ribhuji gives various sort of mantras to Ninad, so he can achieve the purity of sadhana, he can receive the purity of divine being within his body and have the experience of divine. There are 3 different mantras of Ribhu, and they are called Atmanavri Rupanam, Atma Ananda Nirupanam, and one of them is Atma Ananda Nirupanam. All these 3 are in my Parikrama, and if you want to achieve the fruits of sadhana, if you read any one of them, if you chant any of these mantras before your sadhana, I think you will have much deeper fruits of your sadhana, much quicker fruits of your sadhana, because these mantras help you to achieve the perfection of sadhana by creating the different kind of sentiment in your body and surrounding you. When we are entering in sadhana, it's important that the space where we are, the body in which we have the experience, and the field where we doing our sadhana, it should all start doing a collaboration with your sadhana. This collaboration actually becomes a vehicle for us to achieve the divine communion. Sometime we are sitting in the place, sometime we have eaten something, and sometime we are part of certain place or a structure or field or cities where there has been many impurities in the past. Those sort of energies constantly block our sadhana. For example, if you are living in one ABC any city and you are living in one of the apartment, and you never know where your apartment was built, what sort of history of that whole place is. You never know, was it a industrial place? You never know, was it a shop? You never know what has happened in the history. And later, it became an apartment block. You never know who's living upstairs of you. You never know who's living next to you. And you never know what kind of energy they are interacting and how it can affect you. Take for an example, if you're sitting next to a river, there is a very different kind of energy. If you're sitting next to a water pond, there is a very different kind of energy. If you're sitting in a forest, very different kind of energy. Everywhere there is a very different energy field. And this energy field is our vehicle for our sadhana. Since we never know what kind of a space we are in, if we are in city, if we are in the villages, wherever we are, and what kind of a structure we are living in, the kind of food we have eaten, the kind of utensils we have used to prepare it. There are very minute details in sadhana, it happens. So, coming back to a nutshell, if you're doing a sadhana and if you want to make sure that everything that is part of you, your body, your house, the temple if you're sitting, or the place where you are in, you want to make sure that everything becomes a part of the collaborative structure. For that, if you read any of Rishi Ribhu's these mantra, this will help you to achieve the deeper depth of sadhana. So find these mantras, Ribhu's mantra, especially done for the sadhana, coming from the Shiva Rahasya, and especially for the people, those who want to do Shiva sadhana. Because these mantras were basically done for the people, those who are going to take a leap forward in Lord Shiva's various methods of sadhana. This also helps for the people if they are doing the sadhana for the Devi, if they are doing the sadhana for any kind of all the 9 forms of Devi or any of the feminine form. If they are doing any sadhana for the feminine form, it also helps. But especially if you are doing it during Shivratri, which is the night of sadhana, if you are doing on the Mashik Shivratri, which is again a sadhana, or if you are doing it on the Mondays, which is especially for the Shiv sadhana, or if you are doing it during the month-long Shravan month, or the Chaturmas, which is coming, the 4 months that are devoted for sadhana in the Indian nation, these 3 mantras will help you in the deeper depth. So please find this in my Parikrama, chant those mantras to achieve the purity and bliss of sadhana. Narmade.